Hey guys, this is Sarah, and today I'm doing my TBR for RYBSAT Round 5. If you did not know, RYBSAT stands for Read Your Bookshelf-a-thon, and it's a readathon that was created by Miranda at Books 101, an Australian booktuber. Basically, what you do is you pick a spot on your bookshelf, and you continue reading all the unread books from that point onward. I heard about this during round 4 because a few of the booktubers that I follow and subscribe to, including Miranda, were talking about it, posted TBR videos and such, but since I read most of the books on my shelf, I felt like I can't really participate. But then that round I saw some people using their Kindle bookshelves. So when the announcement for round 5 came, I was like, you know what, I'm going to give it a try because one of my resolutions for this year was to be involved in more read-alongs and readathons, so why not? This specific round starts from the 18th to the 25th of May. So I don't know how I'm going to do. May and June are the busiest months in my job, and I just got a second job, and there's a lot of training involved and a lot of events that I have to go to, so I don't even know how I'm going to do, but I want to give it a shot anyways. Recently, I went kind of on like a buying binge of new releases and books that I wanted to read on my Kindle because the last weeks of April and the beginning of May have been insane for new releases, and I just could not help myself. So I thought, why not start in that section of my bookshelf because they're brand new. I really want to read all of them, and it is very eclectic, so I get to read a lot of different things. I have a list of quite a few books because I like to give myself options, but obviously I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it or not, but I'm going to mention 5 or 6 of them because that's what I feel like is the most normal amount. But if I end up exceeding that, I still have backup options. So the first book on my list is The Lover's Dictionary by David Levithan. I have no idea what this book's about, but I follow him on Twitter, and I've been told that his tweets kind of resemble what this book is about. Like, it basically is a love story or a breakup or a tale of a relationship written in like dictionary entries, and different things have to do with the relationship, and it just sounds, I don't know if that's it, but it sounds really cool and I really want to read it, and I've been on my TBR forever and I hadn't bought it, and I bought it and I was like, you know what, I'm doing it. I'm going to do it this time. Then I have The Deal by Elle Kennedy. This is a new adult that I recently found on Goodreads. I've been kind of searching the new adult genre for quite a while, and I saw this and it looked really cool, and I was like, you know what, let's just try new things, let's see what happens. It's about college and boys and women and girls and stuff, so let's see what happens. Then I have The Fire Wish by Amber Loff, something like that. I saw one of my Goodreads friends reading this, and I love Aladdin, and this is about genies, and Genie Wars is the series title, and I was just like, why not? The cover looks interesting, the story sounds cool, these girls like switch places, so the genie becomes human and the human becomes a genie, and there's like a war going on, and it just sounds really interesting, and one of the friends that I was reading it seemed to enjoy it, so I was like, you know what, why not? Let's do it. Now to the new releases. The first I have is Isle of the Lost by Melissa De La Cruz. It's the middle grade prequel for a Disney Channel original movie. I'm obsessed with Disney. I love anything Disney. If I had the Disney Channel, I would still watch it. I mean, I do have it, but it's in Spanish, so it's not the same. So, no, don't do that. But I am really interested in this. It's all about children of villains, and I just want to know who did they get together with to procreate? Because I don't know, probably that's not in the book because who thinks of that but me? But really, I mean, who would get together with Cruella de Vil to have a baby with her? I mean, does that make sense to anyone? I don't know. It just sounds really interesting and cool, and I'm kind of interested in the Disney Channel original movie because Seth from the Twilight Saga, who is played by Boo Boo Stewart, is there, and he's a cutie, and I want to see him. So, who knows. Then I have Saint Anything by Sarah Dessen. I'm kind of hesitant to read this or not because I have so much Sarah Dessen that I don't know if I read the newest one first, I'll be disappointed with the earlier ones because I hope she's progressed in her writing. So, I don't know. I kind of want to have it as an option, just in case, just 'cause, and leave it there to be because it sounds really interesting and I've always wanted to read Sarah Dessen, so who knows what I'll do. And then I have Crimson Bound by Rosamund Hodge. I feel like maybe I should read Cruel Beauty first, even though they are in no relation to each other, but because they're from the same author, they're both retellings, and the covers are similar, I feel like they connect, even though they probably don't. I don't know, in my head it works that way, but it's a Little Red Riding Hood retelling, and I haven't read many of those, so this one actually interests me more than Cruel Beauty. But again, I don't know what I'm going to do. Who knows if I'll even be able to get there. Okay, we're down to the last two. The second to last is The Fillin Boyfriend by Casey West. I had to throw in another contemporary. This one sounds very interesting. I've heard some people have read it already and have enjoyed it, at least on my Goodreads friend list. So I've never read anything from her, but it sounds cute, and I was like, again, why not? Why not? Let's take chances in life, guys. And last, but certainly not least, is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Do I really have to explain myself? I mean, who was not anticipating this book since the beginning of the year? I feel like everyone's reading it right now, and I'd feel totally left out if I didn't read it, especially since I bought it last weekend. So, who knows what's going to happen. I hope I'll get to it, but if I don't, I'll still probably try to squeeze it in at some point this month because everyone's talking about it, and I've heard good reviews and I've heard really bad reviews, and I think everyone's like 50-50. There's no middle ground, so who knows. Sarah J. Maas is one of my favorite authors, so hopefully I'll love it. Also, to mention a little bit of my backups, I have Rook by Sharon Cameron, and Amber in the Ashes by Saba Tahir, Magonia by Maria Devhana Headley, and Things We Know by Heart by Jessie Kirby. Just a bunch of new releases that have been on my most anticipated list that I really want to read, but I want to kind of put them towards the back because I want the hype of them, if there is any, to settle before I read them, so I can read them with fresh eyes and not just because everyone's doing it. So, I don't know if I'll get to them or not. I think not because I'm reading really slow this month for some reason. But either way, they're backups, so who knows. Hopefully this readathon will be a good one. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you'll be participating in this readathon. Let me know if you have participated before. I'm actually kind of nervous. I don't know how to, participate in the entire group during readathons. I feel like they're a very lonely experience, and I don't know how to be more involved with things, so hopefully I'll get my feet wet and talk to people while reading this week and that week, and yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!